Welcome back to another episode of American Heroes Outdoors. On this episode, we're headed out to Henry, South Dakota to the Pepperslough Lodge to showcase an organization by the name of Warriors Never Give Up, and also chase after some waterfowl and pheasants. We also highlight our next Shields hometown hero, Luke Urich from Montana. Stay tuned, it's going to be a great episode.
American Heroes Outdoors shares the stories of our nation's true heroes, a documentation of journey, commitment, struggle, and healing. A glimpse into the sacrifice and bravery of our service men and women. This is American Heroes Outdoors.
Warriors Never Get Up is a God-inspired nonprofit that we do outdoor adventures for disabled veterans or veterans who have served in a combat area. We've been around since, like I said, 2013. Started by a couple of guys that wanted to give back to veterans, and they didn't really know how. Every veteran has his own story. You know, one of my deployments, I went with 178 people, and every single one of them will come back and tell you a different story. So when you come home, there's just so many that don't know how to deal with, what happened to them while they're over there. And we hope that we can give them maybe just a day or two a weekend, just to get away from life and the stresses of life and come out and be with other veterans that have lived the same kind of lifestyle that they have, and develop some camaraderie and friendships that will last for a lifetime,
I was just paging through Facebook, a deal popped up on there, and I'm like, oh, I want to register for that hunt. It sounds like a fun little experience. Clicked on it, it sent me to a link, I filled out the application, and 2 or 3 days later, got an invite out to the hunt.
I heard about it through someone that I met at school doing kid drop-off, and she just happened to be a fellow veteran, and that's Nicole. After we got to talking, I had told her, I kind of missed the connection with other service members. She told me about this organization and that there was opportunities to come and hang out and meet other veterans and talk to them, and that's how I learned about this opportunity.
So in June, I work from home, and a military buddy of mine said, hey, do you want to go fishing on Tuesday? They had a fishing event up in Gettysburg, South Dakota, and I didn't know anything about it, but they had 10 slots. They didn't have enough people, so my buddy and I went up there to go fishing, and it was amazing. We went fishing with a bunch of veterans and had dinner and sat around and talked at a table with a bunch of veterans, some older men, some Vietnam vets, and at the end they did a welcome home for the Vietnam vets, and I just thought that was just like the most touching thing. I was taking pictures and sending them to the guys, and I said, if you need help, I'll volunteer for whatever. And then so I volunteered in August at another event, and then they said, you want to be on the board? And I was like, yeah, I do.
We're somewhere around, depending on what website you look at, but about 22 veterans kill themselves every day. And if we can say one, that's worth it. No matter how many years we do this, we can say one veteran that he can find some camaraderie, it's well worth it.
I started out volunteering with friends that got into it, and I just kind of fell in love with it. Seeing some of these guys that don't have a whole lot of things to look forward to after they get home, and seeing how excited they got to be here, kind of fell in love with it. Hunting's hunting, I can do that anytime, but getting to hang out with like-minded people, me being a veteran myself, it's the best part about it. You get to see these guys interact and feel comfortable again. It's really nice to see.
I said it's something you can't describe unless you're there. It's just touches your heart, and it's just so valuable. For me, I've never deployed. I've been in for 21 years. I've never deployed. I didn't think I needed to be at this event. I don't think I've really earned it necessarily. But then when I realized, well, I give them the perspective of what it's like to be in now. I can give them the female perspective, which is different. The Army's so different now than it was then.
But it doesn't really matter your proximity to the war. It matters that you dedicated your life and you sacrificed to do it for your country. Whether you mow for one day, whether you were in for 2 weeks and you got hurt at basic training and you got discharged for a medical reason, you're a veteran of ours, or you have a service-connected disability, we'd love to have you come out, just meet the other guys and gals and talk about what your life experiences are. And maybe, just maybe, you can find somebody to team up with and have a battle buddy back home.
Kill that duck. Right in the water.
American Heroes Outdoors is brought to you by Skeeter Boats and Yamaha Outboards, Shields, Disabled American Veterans, Woodland Resort, Smoky Hills Outdoor Store and Ice Castle Fish Houses, Minn Kota and Hummingbird, Innovative Sign and Graphics, and S&S Promotional Group.
Well, good morning, everybody. Morning. We're splitting you up into two groups. I think you knew that. We're hunting by water this morning because there's not a lot of wind and we're not going to fly real well. So.
Is everyone situated and ready to go? We got, I think, about 5 minutes until we can shoot, so I'm gonna go over the little safety thing, even though I'm sure you've all heard it before. We're hunting water, so ducks are gonna come in, hopefully they're close. Please do not shoot until I call the shot, because there might be 2 in the decoys, but there could be 10 coming in from 50 yards out. Be aware of who's next to you. Don't shoot over anyone's head. Just keep it out front. Other than that, try not to miss. Shoot back up front, shoot him.
We're in Henry, South Dakota at Pepperslough. We're taking 12 veterans out on a combination duck and pheasant hunt.
We've been doing hunts like this since 2013, and we had a gentleman that we all knew that was in the National Guard, and he was killed after he came home from a couple of deployments. He made it through deployments, but he came home and was killed in a farming accident. And so his parents wanted to memorialize him somehow, so they gave some money for us to put this on, and we just kept it going. So this is the 3rd annual event for the Mike Worthington Memorial Combo Hunt. They knew Greg Scott, who is one of our directors, and they reached out to him and said, can we do something?
His parents reached out and they wanted to donate some of the money they had got from his stuff to a nonprofit, and I told him about this, and we all knew Mike, everybody knew Mike. So we just decided that we were gonna have a yearly hunt for him in his honor. He loved hunting, him and I went hunting all the time. And this is his stomping grounds. He lived 15 miles down the road to Clark. That's where he grew up. Oh, he's happy.
This is our 3rd annual. We plan on doing it for foreseeable future. I just booked next year's event, so.
To me, it makes me feel connected again. It kind of feels like a void. I think that was starting to develop from not being around other people that, you can relate to. So I've never really hunted before, and, everyone's helpful. It's just that military spirit, I think, of wanting to make sure that you succeed no matter what you're doing. I think that's the best part, that you get to experience that, things like this.
I got to get back into the family part of it. When you're out here by yourself or with a brother or whatever, or a buddy from out of town, you don't really have that camaraderie that you do when you get a bunch of veterans together. You get a bunch of veterans together, they come out here, they have a good time, they're enjoying what they're doing, and it brings back good time memories of when you're in that family, right?
There's so many lonely people in the world, but then you talk about veterans who are lonely. Having them reconnect and have those conversations at dinner was so key. And then for me, I've been a teacher my whole life. In the last few years, I've been working from home, and that is isolating. I was telling Ben, I feel like I've been very selfish, living a selfish life lately. I'm not giving and doing and helping others like I'm used to. So I signed up to volunteer. I was like, I just believe this is so important. And so if this is a time to give back and I can give back, then I'll do it. The event I went to in August, there was an older woman, and I could tell she was reaching out to me, like she felt like seen that day. And I was like, this is why it's important to be on the board.
We've seen a lot of ducks, but a lot of the ducks have not wanted to pay attention to us at all. We shot a few. We probably could have shot at more, but they just weren't quite close enough. We didn't want to shoot at them. And it's not windy at all after it being very windy the last few days, and it's just how it goes sometimes.
We had a lot of good talk out there in that blind. I just had a really good time. Visiting, talking. Couldn't ask for a better time. Really couldn't. It isn't about the ducks. It's about spending time with quality people and I mean, what more could you ask for, right?
Had some good conversations with some of the guys and the guides, so I think that part is also very fulfilling, you know. I don't get that in my day-to-day job, you know. As a nurse, you converse with people, but you don't feel like a connection, you know. And I didn't think I missed it that much, or the connection with other service members. So if you're exiting the service, no matter if you did 2 years or 20 years, you should continue to look for those connections in the community.
You know, it's not just for the people that people feel like they deserve it. Everyone can deserve it. We all have a mental state that isn't the same after we get home. And just to be around like-minded people really helps out.
Man, I tell you what, we really heard a lot of them out there clucking this morning. A lot of them are out there talking, and I'm hoping we drop a few.
Make sure you got a lot of shells with you. Don't just have 5 or 6. I would definitely have at least a box with you. And everybody shoot. Don't just stand there and watch the birds. Shoot them. We're not here to watch birds fly around, so. Rooster! 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 Nice shot. All right, find him. Rooster! Nice shot. Rooster, coming back! Bring me your jack.
Pepperslough is a lodge that we have open year-round. I guess our big cater is to pheasant and duck hunting. The previous owner was a veteran. He was in the Navy. There's a close connection there. I think it's a great way for those guys to take some time off. I mean, just get away from the grind, and a lot of people kind of forget the veterans.
Pepperslough is awesome. I mean, they bend over backwards for us. You know, this is opening pheasant season, and we do it every year. And they could probably book this for a lot more money than they're charging us. And I don't know, they probably thanked us 100 times since we've been here. And that's what's important, that they realize the same sacrifice these people made, so.
The pheasant hunting was fantastic. It was actually too fast. I was hoping to do it for a few more hours, but an hour and a half or hour after we got there, we were done.
The pheasant hunt I really enjoyed, but I also got to be the flank on the side, so I knew I shot that bird, and that was awesome.
Yay!
I enjoyed the pheasant hunting quite a bit. That was exciting to do the blocking. But yeah, it's exciting to walk through the field and, you know, be looking for a target. So yeah, it was awesome.
I said, wow, I see why people come out and do this. It's fun.
Rooster! Ooh, hit him. Well, there he goes.
22 a day, you know, that's ridiculous. And I think that if we had more veterans reaching out to other veterans, just checking in on them, you know, do a buddy check. I think we can really get that number down, hopefully to 0 one day.
It was good to, you know, come to a place that you know you're going to be around other people that you can automatically relate to. That was the most exciting part for me. You know, it doesn't matter that you haven't met any of these guys or gals before, you know, because you're a veteran and you share that status, that automatically you're going to feel like you're around family.
If you're eligible to come and do this, or if you can help out veterans, come and do it. Give them a call.
I'm so big about trying new things and not letting opportunity pass by. So if you can jump in and do something different, why not?
If you have veteran friends out there that you're able to get in contact with, do a roll call. If you haven't spoke to them in several years, just touch base with them. Just tell them, hey man, I was thinking about you. You know, how you doing? Just touch base with them. that one phone call could save a life.
I feel like I could talk to any of these guys here about anything and they would understand, or at least we would have some shared experiences that we know we understand where we're coming from.
If you're sitting on the couch and you're thinking this isn't for you, I highly suggest you getting out here and trying to do it.
The accommodations were great. The hunting was great. The people are awesome. Food was good. Had a great experience.
I tell you what, this awesome organization, awesome people to be with, great camaraderie. It's really enjoyable.
If you're not sure, you just got to do it. You just come out, I'll be here. Step outside of your comfort zone because everyone's so supportive and so encouraging for each other. It was my first time, a couple of us our first time today, and they just naturally jump in and help you so you won't feel alone, you know?
You know, I think it's just important that all veterans know that they're honored and cherished, and they really need to find a way to deal with what happened to them, because you can't live your whole life, you know, with that hanging over your head. And hopefully, maybe, just maybe, we can help them a little bit.
Hey everybody, this is Wendy at the Great Falls Shields. We are so very excited today. We get to surprise and present this Hometown Heroes Award to our friend Luke Urick on behalf of the Hometown Heroes.
Welcome to Shields Hometown Heroes.
Shields Hometown Heroes is a way for us to say thanks to those that serve our country and our community.
And are still giving back to others today.
We honor your service by sharing your stories.
From all of us at Shields, thank you for your service.
On behalf of myself, Shields, and the Great Falls community, it is a pleasure and an absolute honor to present you with this Hometown Hero Award. Thank you, Luke, for your service and everything you do for the Great Falls community.
Thank you.
And on your behalf, we are providing a donation to your favorite charity, which I assume is the Montana Vet Program.
Yes, ma'am.
And that is for you.
Well, thank you so much.
We are so proud of you and so honored to have you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Luke is very loyal. He's very adventurous. He's a great dad. I mean, he's just an all-around awesome guy. He, you know, is ambitious, and he's always thinking of things, you know, that we can do or he can do to better the community, and, you know, he's just an awesome guy.
I served in the United States Marine Corps. I was a scout sniper. I did 3 deployments to Iraq. It's the guys that you get to be around, individuals who are cut from the same cloth as you, the camaraderie part of that, as well as at that time, the patriotic sense of service and gratitude that came from the public and what we were doing at that time in Iraq made you feel pretty special.
We're together when he was in the military, so it was not easy. It was definitely very difficult to adapt and go through that situation at a young age, but you learn with the military that there's a lot of support and people around you to get you through that type of thing.
I exited the Marine Corps in 2012, and now I am the director of the fitness center on Malmstrom Air Force Base. In between there, I've built houses, been in school, started a nonprofit, all sorts of stuff. So the Montana Vet Program, we provide therapeutic adventure trips to veterans with the intent of helping individuals get through some of the struggles that they may come back from, war zones with. We lean on time spent in nature, camaraderie, adventure, tough-minded healing. When I got out and came home, ended up speaking with a counselor. I actually was fortunate enough that I got to work as a work study for the VA in a vet center.
There's not a lot of people that can motivate the way he does, and for me, I just thrive with people like that. And that first impression was, hey, this is definitely someone I want to have in my corner. I know what he stands for, know what he believes in, and just wanted to be around him because he looks after you, takes care of his people, and more importantly, he's honestly just an authentic and genuine human being.
Taking that office setting, right, where most times we see a counselor, well, now imagine that you're at nearly 10,000 feet elevation on top of a mountain, in a mountain pass. You're out in nature, which empirically has been proven to alleviate stress, anxiety.
I think Luke helps people because he realized when he exited the Marine Corps that there was a need for help in the veteran community. And, he just kind of had this idea to, start MVP, and he just ran with it, and, and he enjoys it. He enjoys helping people and with the camaraderie of veterans. And, I think it helps him too. So that's, why he continues to do it. So
we love to celebrate Montana. We believe Montana can heal its veterans.
Well, as we end another chapter of American Heroes Outdoors, we captured another great episode. Warriors Never Give Up is an awesome organization. They do a ton of great things for our nation's heroes, and it's an honor to be a part of that, to go there to showcase what they do, and really to capture the stories of our nation's true heroes. South Dakota offers amazing hunting and fishing all year round, and this weekend was no exception. The pheasant hunting was absolutely phenomenal. You always go to a place like this and you hear about people, having a great weekend and finding a lot of birds. And you always hear you should have been here yesterday, but we really hit it at the right time. Even though the duck hunting was slow, it's hard to find better pheasant hunting. Stay tuned next week for another episode of American Heroes Outdoors.